Hi friends, welcome back to my channel.
And Happy New Year everyone. I hope you had a great 2020 and in this 2021 we wish that your wish to come to Canada will come true. So let's not waste the time and I will hand it over to you, Akash.
Thank you. So if you want to come to Canada on express entry through Federal Skilled Worker Program FSWP, you need to get at least 67 points to be eligible for that. So in this video, I am going to cover what are the 6 selection factors for calculating 67 points, and also I am going to calculate my points based on my profile. So please follow the simple steps with me and you can calculate your score.
So before moving forward, if you have not subscribed our channel, please hit the bell icon so you don't miss any update, and let's not waste the time. Let's begin.
So these are the topics I'll be covering in my video. What are the 6 selection factors for 67 points and detailed explanation on those factors. Also, I'll be calculating my 67 points and you can calculate your 67 points as well with me. And the bonus is I'll give you some tips on how to increase your points to get qualified for FSWP, which is Federal Skilled Worker Programs for Express Entry. Now, these are the 6 selection factors: language, education, work, age, arrange employment in Canada, and adaptability. So these are the factors which are covering our 100 points, and you need to get at least 67 points to get qualified for this FSWP. So now, do you think are you eligible for that? Let's find out. So in language, you get maximum 28 points and 90% chances are you are giving IELTS and taking English as the first official language. So the minimum criteria is CLB 7 and the points you will get with that is 16 points. But I don't think those points are enough to get you qualified for FSWP. So try to get maximum IELTS score so you get the maximum points. And if you are giving French as a second official language test, then you get 4 more points for getting CLB 5 or more in all 4 categories. So my score was reading 7, writing 7, listening 8.5 and speaking 7.5. So I got 24 points. So I cover maximum for the first official language. And second official language, I didn't give any exam. So I got 0 points. So now in education, this is the chart, and with the doctorate degree like PhD level, you get 25 points. For master's level, you get 23 points. For bachelor's, you get 21 points. Now, if you have done diploma and degree, then you get 22 points for that. So make sure you do your ECA for your diploma and bachelor's degree. So you get 22 points. But for my case, I did master's degree. So I got 23 points. So now let's go on work experience. Now, if you have work experience which is full time in NOC skill type 0, A or B, so that will count in this category. So if you have experience in Canada or abroad, or while you were studying, or while being self-employed, then that experience will count towards this. I have 2 to 3 years of experience in NOC skill type A, so my points were 11. So now in age points, you will get the points based on your age group. So I belong to 18 to 35 age group. So I got 12 points in that. So now the next one is arrange employment in Canada. So if you have a valid job offer from a Canadian employer, or employer is willing to do LMIA for you, then you get 10 points for that. But make sure the job offer must be full-time, paid, and at least for 1 year in skill type 0, A or B category. I didn't have any job offer, so I got 0 points. So now the last one is adaptability points. In this category, you get maximum 10 points, including you and your spouse. So if your spouse or you have worked in Canada or have past studies in Canada, you get 10 points. Or if your spouse is giving IELTS, then you get 5 points for that. And if you have arranged employment in Canada, you also get 5 points for that. Or if you or your spouse have a relative who is living in Canada and 18 years or older and a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, then you will get 5 points for that. So in my case, my spouse gave IELTS, so I got 5 points, and I studied in Canada, so I got 5 more points. So I covered 10 maximum points in this category. So my total was 80 points. So now have you checked your total? So if you have 67 points or more, then congratulations, you are qualified for FSWP program. And if you don't have 67 points, then these are the tips which will definitely increase your score. So first of all, focus on your language. So if you are getting CLB 7, then try to get CLB 8. And if you are getting CLB 8, then try to get CLB 9. So that will increase your 4 points each CLB level you go above. And if you are married, then let your spouse give IELTS, so you will get bonus 5 points for that. And if you are single with bachelor's degree, then try to get at least 2 to 3 years of experience, so you get 11 points for the experience. And try to maximize your IELTS score. Suppose if you get CLB 9, you get the maximum 24 points for the first official language. So these are some tips which will definitely increase your score. So do you think, are you eligible for the FSWP? Yes. Next step is to check your CRS score out of 1200 points, and if you are above or near 450 points, then create your Express Entry profile. And to check your CRS score, make sure to check out my video on CRS score calculation step by step, so that you can calculate your CRS score with me. And please subscribe my channel so you don't miss a video on how to create Express Entry profile step by step. And stay tuned with my upcoming videos on how to create and submit your Express Entry profile, how to apply for educational credential assessment, and also on the fake job offers that people are getting, and you need to avoid those fake job offers. And friends, please stay tuned for my upcoming videos in the next week. So I hope you have calculated your points, and if you have got 67 points, please check it out my other 2 videos on Express Entry process FSWP, and also how to calculate your CRS score out of 1200 points.
So the links are in the description box below, and don't forget to hit the like button.
And if you have any questions or concerns, please comment me in the comment box below, and I'll get back to you faster. And thank you so much for watching the video.